Hey there guys, it's Tom, welcome back to a brand new video, and this is the F1 1997 mod career on F1 2014, and we are here at the Grand Prix of, even though it says Monaco on the thing, this is meant to be the French Grand Prix Magny-Cours, and the track that the mod maker has selected is New Delhi, aka India, from F1 2013. So I actually hated India, I never liked the track, so this is going to be a very interesting race, and we're going to see how this goes. Not particularly confident. As you can see, it's raining in India, which is it's the first time, but I guess we've got to try and suppose it's France, so raining in France would be a lot more common than in India. So here we are then, we're on the grid, and we are going to start revving up to 5 red lights, and we're going to see how we do. Start from the back of the grid, because like I said, I've given up on qualifying for this series due to the AI being so overpowered over one lap. So here we are then, going up to 5 red lights, going to go down to Lee Mix, and the French Grand Prix is off, and we're going to try and take it nice and easy at the start, not to get too much ball spin. As you can see, initial getaway was good, but as soon as we started going through the gears, the AI just pulled away, so we're going to have to try and find a gap in this rain, and we're going to try and squeeze down the middle, and there's a couple of cars off the track there on the left. We're just going to make sure, we're going to tippy-toe through, make sure we don't have any contact with anybody, try and find a gap and maybe go up the inside here at the hairpin, bit of contact, bit of wheel banging between a couple of people here, but we're just about managing to squeeze through. Herbert there bashing, I think that's Panis. We're going 3 abreast now, and Katayama and the Minardi is going to side by side. We're going to put up into Rich Mix to try and out-drag the Minardi. We've got up in 6th gear, and there we go. We're finally starting to get the legs on a car for once. The new engine's definitely starting to pay off, as you can see. It's a lot more fresher than what it was before. And we get past Katayama, who's in the Minardi there, and we're up into 11th place. So a pretty decent start for us so far in the rain, where the traction is a bit of an issue compared to the AI. And now onto lap 3, I've got to say that the grip was a lot better than what I expected. As you see, I'm all over the place. Now we've got a safety car. We've got a safety car out of nowhere, so that is a real shock. I've never had a safety car with this mod yet, so that's the first time. I was just about to say, the car was feeling good, but I was making a couple of mistakes, which was not allowing me to catch up to the back of Larini. And as you saw there, I took a horrible couple of corner cuts there, but nevertheless we're here, and we got the green flag. The safety car period is over. We've all bunched up again, and we're going to try and see if we can stick with the AI, maybe even overtake. And continuing on with what I said, the traction, I was actually getting decent traction, and I was actually able to keep up with the AI quite nicely around here. It seemed like the AI wasn't as overpowered, and now there was a much more nicer balance, and you'll see that in a second. But here we are coming into, I think this is turn 3 if you count the kink, and we're going to try and get some decent traction, bit of wheel spin in 4th gear, but the rain is starting to dry up now, so this should favour us, and we're going to try and slipstream Nicola Larini, who's in the Sabra ahead of us, and trying into 10th place into the points. We're still miles behind. Can we make an overtake into the breakage zone? It's going to be unlikely, but we are going to try and go for it. We're going to break really late up the inside. We're going to lock up the right front, but we're going to make the dive bomb work, and we make the move stick, and that is actually a brilliant move from really, really far back from us. So we will take that, and as you can see now, at the end of lap 6, the rain's completely gone off my screen, and I think it's time for the dry tyres, because I just understeered off there coming into the pits, whereas the AI is still staying out another lap. So this is make or break time, so we've got to see how this goes, and whether this is a good decision from me or not. And here we are coming into the pit box, expecting the standard stuff from the Jordan boys, a 3.7 pit stop, lovely jubbly, job done. And we're going to rejoin last place, and we're going to see exactly what these dry tyres are like. I'm going on the prime, so we are going to be going to the end with these tyres, and it should be very interesting to see how it works. So far, not brilliant. There's a lot of understeer on track at the minute, so it may have been the wrong decision. Now skipping on to the end of lap 7, and we've got cars in the pits for the dry tyres, and as you see, we're only now starting to overtake a couple of cars. We have to go around the outside of turn 1 to overtake Katayama, but we can't overtake Herbert just yet. We're going to have to wait, but that's actually backfired on us massively, because we've only gained 4 places, so that was we lost a lot of time there, and it seemed to be a massive backfire, unless there's more AI cars to pit. But so far this doesn't look like the correct decision. But here we are then, just like Larini, we're slipstreaming his teammate Johnny Herbert down the straight, and we're really getting close to his gearbox, and we're going to try and go for the move up the inside. Even though the track's wet off the racing line, we're going to go for it. We're going to break a bit earlier because of the wet track, but we do make the move stick up the inside of the hairpin, and we're up into 16th position now. And we're going to see now, skipping on to the end of the lap, there's more people in the pits, and indeed there is a lot of people in the pits, and as you can see, we are getting loads of positions, and we're up into P5. So what I initially thought was a bad call has actually turned out to be a brilliant call, and we've actually gained loads more positions. As you can see now on lap 10, someone else also pitted. So we're now in P4, and we've got to re-overtake Larini for a podium position. Here we go then in the slipstream. We're going to dive it up the inside of the hairpin for 3rd place on the podium. Can we make the move stick? We try to go side by side. We run him out right at the hairpin, and we make the move work. And we are now in 3rd place in the French Grand Prix. And as you can see, skipping on to the final lap of the race, Eddie Irvine has won it for Ferrari with Coulthard in 2nd place. And we've managed to hold off Larini on the worn tyres. And also because he's on the options, he's a better place than us. But we managed to hold him off for a massive 3rd place, which was a result that we desperately needed after the 2 disappointing previous races. And that is a brilliant result for us, and I will take that. Thank you very much. And official confirmation there, the podium, Irvine, Coulthard and myself in 3rd. Larini, Jack Villeneuve ran out the top 5. A very impressive 6th place for Jan Magnussen there. Berger, Hakkinen, Frentzen down in 9th, and my teammate Ralf Schumacher ran out the top 10 and the point scoring positions. So no points there for Michael Schumacher that race, so that's going to hurt him in the championship race. As you can see, he drops back from us, and then we make up some ground on Villeneuve and Frentzen after the 2 previous races. So that's good progress on us so far, and hopefully we can keep that up through the next round, which will be at Silverstone. And very briefly, go and look at the Constructors now, and we are still in 2nd place, 4 points ahead of Ferrari, so it's going to be quite tricky to keep that gap. But hey guys, this was actually a brilliant race, and I actually really enjoyed it. I'm not a fan of India, but this actually suited me quite well. And yeah, no much to add to that. So I think now we're going to skip on to Silverstone, the British Grand Prix, our home race. We're going to see how we got on there. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, so here we are then. We're at the British Grand Prix, and we've surprisingly got no rain, so we can call this welcome to sunny Silverstone. And we have got no rain today, so it should be a lovely day, and that means a good day for racing. And for the first time this series, I'm actually going to switch up my strategy, and we're going to start on the prime tyre for a change. I'm feeling we could possibly make it cause an upset around this track, which doesn't suit our car at all. But we're going to play the long game here, and we're going to try and stay out maybe a bit longer and see if we can catch out the AI. And we're going to see how this goes. Go and prime and then hopefully be really fast on the option tyre at the end with some maybe fuel spare. So here we are then, going onto the grid at the British Grand Prix with, I think that's Jack Villeneuve on pole position, with Michael Schumacher in 2nd, Frentzen in 3rd, my teammate Ralf Schumacher in a very good 5th place for him, so he's doing well for the team at the minute up there. And we're once again at the back, and here we are. We're going to gear up to the 5 red lights at Silverstone, and the British Grand Prix is underway, and we're going to actually bog down really badly at the start there, and it's going to really affect us quite a lot. And we'll have to try and recover from this, going straight back up into standard mix to try and make up for the damage. And we're going to just try and go around the outside of a few cars here, try and get in between the gaps. We hit Magnussen there, and we are going to dive up the inside of turn 3, I believe this is, and we just hit the back of John Lazy, I think that is, or Gerhard Berger. Yeah, that was a Lazy. And we're going to try and go around the outside of 4. Hill is still side by side of us, but we do manage to fend him off. Now Coulthard's going to really slow through turn 5, so we go around the outside of him, and we're up in the 9th place already, so this has been a fantastic start from us. Can we make some more moves now into, I think this is Brooklands, around the outside of 3 cars? So that's an absolutely insane overtake, including my teammate, and we're up into 6th place. So that has been a ridiculous start from us so far, and we're going to see if we can carry on with this momentum. Now skipping further on into the race, and we are at the end of lap 1. As you can see, Irvine and the rest of the AI have already started to pull away, and I'm 2.5 seconds behind Irvine, and Ralf Schumacher is right behind me, and we're going to play a team game and let him through because I'm on the prime, he's on the option, and it's not convenient. So we're just going to do the best job for the team and let Ralf Schumacher go through. Now skipping on to lap 6, and nothing happened, and the reason for that nothing happening is because I've got 0 pace with these prime tyres. As you can see, we only overtake 1 car during the pit stop phases, and there's a couple of cars in front of us coming out. Now skipping on to lap 7, and we're coming in for our pit stop, and here we are at the British Grand Prix. We're going to try, hopefully get a good pit stop from the lads, try and get decent time without being any hold ups. And there's a lot of team crews out in the pits, so we're going to see if this is good. 3.7, no, oh my god, we've been held up. This is not good for us. 8-second pit stop. That is absolutely atrocious. So we're going to have to try and recover from that awful pit stop. So I think we've lost 3 places there. Yeah, we lost 3 places, plus maybe if anyone else jumps us by getting the undercut. We'll have to wait and see now. We joined on track and there's a car coming up behind us. Who is it? I think it's Damon Hill. Yes, it is. It's Damon Hill on the arrows, but we did manage to fend him off going into turn 3 up the inside. And we've got to try now and overtake a couple more cars. And this is going to start with Pedro Diniz, who's Hill's teammate in the sister arrows. And we're going to see if we can try and put on a bit of a show for the home fans now, what's left of this race. And we're in the slipstream with Diniz now, and we're going to go to the inside. No, we go to the outside. We break much later than him, having a bit of a lock-up, but we make the move stick, and we're up in the 9th place. Now we're going to try and hunt down David Coulthard, and I believe that is John Alazy or Gerhard Berger. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to try and get some more points. Skipping on to the last lap of the race, on lap 13. And I've noticed, I'm going to try and dial up the inside here. Can we make it? No, we can't. And I was going to say, with the options on the car, I was actually a bit disappointed with the pace, because we could really not attack David Coulthard or Gerhard Berger. So in the end, it's a really disappointing race, I think, for us. Only 9th place, and even though I'm celebrating, deep down I'm not that happy, because that was a really bad result, and we could have done so much better. And in hindsight, I think we should have started on the option and then gone to the prime, but you know, hindsight's a wonderful thing, and that having the ability to look back at things, you know, makes you realise what you've done, what mistakes you've done, and how to correct them. So from now on, I think we're going to start on the options for all the races, unless it's a race where there's really high tyre wear, and hope that we have a better race, because that was a really big anticlimax considering the incredible start we had. But nevertheless, guys, as you can see, we're looking in the Drivers' Championship, and we're still in 3rd in the Drivers. Michael Schumacher's gained some ground on us, and we've lost a bit to Villeneuve and Frentzen, and we've dropped down to 3rd place in the Constructors behind Ferrari. So not a good race for us here. Unfortunately, not many points. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of the 1997 career. If you did, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time in the next episode. So yeah, guys, from me, goodbye.